YouTube? It's TCG here, and welcome back to our TCG battle video on my channel. Today we're playing the first place winning list of the Las Vegas Regionals. Reklev, the legend, did it once again, winning another event, and it was with his own unique Absol box deck that he actually popularized. So this is the 60 that he used to win the 3000 player event. Mega Absol, still very powerful. Claw of Darkness, discarding any card you want from the opponent's hand, is very strong. Cornerstone is the MVP, helping out in a lot of matchups, more in particular stuff like Goldengo. And you also come back with your Yveltal clutch trapping strategies through the means of Patcherand, pushing yourself to the active position, poisoning yourself, so you can actually use that Adrenabrain to trap and spread damage all around. Kangaskhan still provides you with a lot of draw power through the run errand ability, and with the Precious Troll you can get all of these bench hitters instantly with a single copy of Arven. You're off and ready to go to the races. A very strong archetype, so big congratulations to Reklev with another dub here. We're going to be testing it out today on the rank ladder. It's still going to be good in the Phantasmal Flames format. Not a lot of new cards you need to introduce into your 60. So this is going to be very great to test out this winning 60. Also, Mega Absol can one-shot anything with Terminal, period, if they have 6 damage counters on there, which you can make work through the means of the Adrenabrain. So let's dive into the rank ladder and see how good the deck actually is. If you guys are hyped for it, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Takes 1 measly second every time, but does help out the channel immensely. And also, if you guys are looking for sleeves, binders, or deck boxes, you can head over to dragonshield.com. 5% off on everything on their website using the coupon ZAPDOGS5. There's PotonStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs, 5% off as well. They have Phantasmal Flames codes up on stock, so definitely head over to the website and get yourself some nice discount. And there's also cardmarket.com for European players, where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. Use that referral name, ZAPDOGSTCG, to help support the channel. Now with that being said, we've entered the game, and we have an army of monkeys. There they are. The monkeys are here. It looks like we're going to be up against a Ho-Oh box, Ho-Oh Armor Rouge, something like that. That's a very interesting archetype. A lot of these decks have a lot of abilities, right? So I wonder what we should do here. I think I'll just Arven and get myself the Precious Trolley, get myself Turbo Energize, and see how we go from there. I think attacking with Mega Absol is also not too bad, since this is an archetype that is attempts on bricking. Could also attack with Kangaskhan, I suppose. Let's get Kangaskhan on board. Yveltal, actually Latias is providing us with free retreat. I can power up Cornerstone if I want to. Maybe like powering up Mega Absol is great. I already have access to all of these cards, so I can clutch them out of existence. There's so much you can do with this archetype, but I think instead of going for the Patcherand combo, Patcherand combo is actually not too bad. I think I'll take Patcherand. Not Patcherand. I'm just gonna get an army of Monkey set up. It's fine. Let's go, and the cool news is I have free retreat because of Latias, so I can draw more cards, and Mega Kangaskhan is absolutely broken. Look at that, we draw more cards. Not that it matters here. I'm gonna get that Mist Energy equipped onto my Mega Kangaskhan, put the Turbo Energize onto it as well, and power up my field. I think more in particular, I think Absol is a nice attacking Pokemon. Since I have E-switches, I will just go with Double Darkness onto Absol here. I can clutch a Ho-Oh, would have been funny as well, but I need to get my setup going. The cool news is I can penny up my Mega Kangaskhan and start using Claw of Darkness. And a setup-based deck like Eaton's Ho-Oh, probably with Charcadets, maybe without, is definitely going to be hurting because of the fact of the Claw of Darkness. I don't know if they can slap 280. Okay, and attachment of the turn. Ooh, this is insane. They don't clearly have anything, so I think in this scenario I'd have to not use Iono. Just go for energy here, or just penny. We have access to like a lot of stuff here. I think I'll just go attachment here. I don't need anything else. I could just retreat. I don't have to penny, by the way. I can penny later. Let's go for this. And Tinning is winning, I guess. Don't think I'll need any of these. I could, well, I have stretchers, so maybe it's easier to find that way. Let's just get more energies. And let's see what the opponent is rocking with to see what they are actually playing. So Claw of Darkness, what do they have? Pokemon Center Lady healing capabilities. I'm not gonna allow them, like heal one of their Pokemon for 60 is, they could do that. I'm just gonna make sure they cannot get more energies. What is this? Healing Ho-Oh deck? Let's see. Oh yeah, you heal 50 from the Ho-Oh. You heal 80 with the... yeah, I get it. I get it. This is a crazy situation. So technically they can go for Jumbo Ice Cream. And also the Pokemon Center Lady. And then with that, they could heal their entire Ho-Oh off. This is a hilarious archetype. I'm not gonna lie. Cool. Yeah, they just concede. That is a very cool archetype though. I props to the opponent for playing something that unique. The cool thing is that if they would have damaged us, we could instantly go for Adrenaline Brain and then use the Claw of Darkness once again, and they're still knocked out, so... But this is a unique way. So that was the first one of many of Absol Box. Again, huge congratulations to Tord Reklev, one of, if not the best player in the world. I played against him many times before at events as well. So yeah, it's nice to see Mega Absol. This is an archetype that I thought, like, in the Mega Evolution form, like, where does this even come from? Yeah, always go second with this Mega Absol box. You want to go for Turbo Energize, set yourselves completely up with the Precious Trolley, so your deck is thinned out. And if you start with Kangaskhan, you're always in a very good position because you draw cards. You can think about, oh, I have Yveltal, but in this hand, I obviously will need to draw tons of cards. Could have started with Yveltal, gave myself more options so I can clutch specific situations, but I would still draw cards, right? Because some Pokemon archetypes are splitting Turo, and then I'm screwed indefinitely. So it looks like we're up against a Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck. Again, a very favorable matchup for Mega Kangaskhan. And the reason for that is that there's clutch. If I set up more Monkey Dories than the opponent, what can I do? I can use their Monkey Dory strength against against everything. So only one Impidimp, no access to anything else. Sure. Run errand. Hopefully an Arven shows up. There, of course, Arven shows up. There goes the Arven, Precious Trolley, and get Turbo Energize. Let's go. I'm very curious to see this matchup. You can do a lot of stuff. I will just get Cornerstone out. Mega Absol seems very good. A bunch of monkeys. I have an Yveltal already, but having two is nice. And Petulant combos. I think I don't need anything else. I think Mega Absol, using Mega Absol is actually pretty good, but I think Cornerstone can do it all by itself, right? Yeah, even if they like get Mega Absol, Mega Grimmsnarl on board, you just need to win the Monkey Dory War. Let's get these. Let's go. Probably will penny some of these guys up. I think this one will get damaged at one point. Should I just Yveltal? I have another one. I have Stretcher as well. So I think the best plan of action, but I can save an energy as well. Yeah, let's get energy here. I will poison myself, might I add, but I don't want my Kangaskhan getting like 180 damage. They can have like their entire situation going. Maybe Brave Charm this guy, of course. And then go for my fantastic Turbo Energize play. Well, let's go. I'll just get these. Now that I think about it. Again, there's a lot of E-Switch. Is there E-Switch in there in the first place? Yeah, Energy Switch is in there, but I can still switch it from something else. I think I'll take the Fighting Energy instead. Get one here, get one there. And that means I can start attacking. We have double balls, by the way. Very strong. I can start attacking with Cornerstone. The only thing that can attack Cornerstone is the Frostlass situation. And since I have 3 copies of Penny, at one point I will get rid of that Kangaskhan. If they knock out Yveltal, I have Stretcher, I can start trapping them. They typically only have 1 or 2 balls, the rest is counter catcher, so if we don't go ahead in the price trade, this should be great. And that's why also this archetype has so many options. In this scenario, I can start pressurizing with Cornerstone, forcing them to go around it. They can, yeah, there's a Technical Machine Evolution, and the cool news is we can abuse the fact that they are gonna Frostlass. So their Frostlass damage becomes our Frostlass damage, right? Because we can also have Penny, we have double monkeys. At one point they will be established. And if I'm being completely honest, even if I do fall behind in price trade, I can always strap a bench hitter like Frostlass with Yveltal for a couple of turns until I stabilize. Also get rid of a counter catcher, that's very good. Less gusting is good. There is an Artisan. Also, this Stadium War is very interesting because we have the Lively Stadium, pushing our HP up to 30 with our basic Pokemon. We only run basic Pokemon. And another cool thing is that in this scenario, they're probably gonna set up, if they set up 2 Frostlass, that's gonna be quite annoying, but I can take care of at least one of them. Yeah. This is the only way they can damage the Cornerstone, by the way. And the cool news is you always have ways to draw cards with Kangaskhan because Pecharan could push his Yveltal, and Yveltal has free retreat. See how that goes? Okay, they're gonna set up a Frostlass, but it's gonna die instantly because of Boss's orders in our hand. This archetype extremely, extremely powerful because you play with a high HP Pokemon. And now Frostlass is gonna damage my field. Everything has abilities, look at that. The Freezing Shroud is gonna go haywire. Look at that, everything gets damaged. But it's just gonna be for one turn. Yeah, it's just gonna be for one turn. First things first. I could retreat. But yeah, then I draw cards, but then I can only push up Yveltal, which is annoying. So I'm just gonna attach here. I will boss up the Frostlass. Let's go. I will retreat and take care of it instantly. And now they are forced. Yeah. If I had Latias, it would have been a little bit easier than retreat. If you have Latias and Pecharan, you can do the infinite combo to keep on drawing cards. But at this point, I have another boss in hand. This is my only 3-prize Pokemon, and then it could potentially draw into Penny. Note, Marnie's Grimmsnarl has also a lot of Iono in the deck. There's another monkey. Yeah, but the cool thing is monkeys don't do much when you don't attack Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Yeah, there's an Arven. Are they gonna try and do it again? They can go... Did they have Spike Mod? No, they went for Artazon instead. Countercatcher Defiance Band. Okay. That is a lot of damage. The Marnie's Grimmsnarl with Defiance Band and Countercatcher as well could take down one of our Pokemon here. That is very bad. And they still come back with energy on their Munkidori on the bench as well. Energy on the Marnie's Impidimp on the bench as well, interestingly enough. I'm not too worried about this. Snorunt returns. Okay. They don't have Ultra Ball in their deck, so finding their second Frostlass, which potentially is prized, something I don't worry about in the slightest. Yeah, they can take down the Pecharan. It's fine. I want to draw more cards. Yeah, they cannot damage it. It's unfortunately, they cannot damage it. So what I'll be doing, leading off with this again. I can slap down Latias, but that's a Pokemon that's weak to darkness. Get the Pecharan back on board. Latias is there though. Yeah. Best plan of action. Boss, Snorunt, knock it out. Let's go. Yeah, that's all I have to do here. And this archetype is playing 4 copies of Bossasaurus. So there's more Snorunt, that's good. At one point, I will utilize the damage that's being put on me right now to some useful way to go for like a terminal period at one point. I know it takes quite a while to get set up, but we have energy switch. So if I get 1 energy at a time on Monkey, that's great. They did burn double Countercatcher, so I think they're gonna have to bump into this Cornerstone while slapping 30 damage on the bench, which they have to do, which is giving us damage. And giving us damage is very scary. Two bosses played. Look at my discard pile, like nothing. Okay, boss. Who is it gonna be? Monkey? Take down some monkeys. You can do whatever you want. Shadow Bullet. Who's gonna get it? Yeah, I'm not gonna slap down Latias. That would have been very, very bad, by the way. Okay. Yveltal is here. So, energy here. Let's go. I can Artazon another Munkidori. I have Psyduck in case there's like any Dusknoir situations going. A bunch of pennies as well. Bunch of, yeah, even Lively Stadium would be kind of great. Stretcher could get another energy. At this point, Ionoing them to 3 seems pretty nice. I could also Lily, get myself more cards. Maybe I just wait. Maybe I just wait. Yeah, I'm gonna heal off the damage. I'm just gonna try and attack the active, I suppose. Retreat. And I will Iono later. At this point, It seems nice to like get Balsasaurus and stuff, but I want to get my energy. Now that I think about it, I don't have energy. Interesting. Maybe Iono is better that way. All of these cards is something we don't need. Let's go! Iono time. They get Iono to 3, which is not a lot. And definitely with a Marnie's Grimmsnarl not being able to draw tons of cards. This is a very fantastic hand. That's crazy. Damaging this one. I can counter catcher the monkey. That's actually pretty damn nice. Cool. What are they gonna do? Nothing. Counter catcher. Say goodbye. No more monkeys. And they keep on giving us damage. So at one point, this will be fantastic. We're equal in price trade. They did burn all of their gusts already. And we win the monkey war. That's pretty much what it is. If you win the monkey war, you can never lose. Cornerstone in the active. All the frog glasses or Snorrens in the discard pile where they belong. And they got Iono to... Oh yeah, they just concede. That's what it is. Absol box. Total annihilation. That was very cool display of showcasing the power of Cornerstone. Tord Reklev used Cornerstone at its full potential, even against stuff like Zoroark and stuff. It's seemingly a card that if people do not tag for it, they 100% lose the game. And it's always like, I call this the Cornerstone, yeah. The Cornerstone behavior where people tag for it and then it doesn't perform. But when people forget about it, it dominates. And that's what we exactly saw here in Las Vegas. Even the second copy of the fighting energy that Tord included into the 60, I think before they played Atatsugiri, instead of that fighting energy, if I recall. Yeah, go second. And see how, yeah, this is also a Phantasmal Flames format ready deck. You don't need any additional cards. I know like there's a couple of things you might think about to include, but oof. Yo, what do we go with? How do we go with this? Yeah, it's gonna have to be this guy. If I lead off with Psyduck, I technically can get attachment going and then, yo, Zoroark. Okay. I am in a very bad position. Turbo Energize. Yeah, maybe I should have started with Psyduck. But I can still do it because of Penny, so it doesn't matter. Penny, Psyduck, Turbo Energize on my Mega Absol. I want to actually attack with Cornerstone. So if I would draw like Arven, that would be great. If I draw onto Nazball, that would be great. Precious Trolley, that would be great. Lily's Determination, that would be great. Any of those cards would be fantastic. It isn't unfortunately an energy, so I will have to go for Psyduck. Yeah. Penny up my Mega Absol, I know. It's so bad. Set up this guy. Go with that. And Turbo Energize myself. Here we go. It's the only thing I can do at this moment. There's still fighting energy and I can E-switch that, so I will go for that. Pennies. Precious Troll is in there. Lively Stadium, Bravery Charms, Mist Energy. Yeah. I think next turn we Penny, get the energy back, and something can happen. Penny, attach of turn. We can also E-switch Penny and then attach of turn something else. Depends. I think if we were able to find Cornerstone, that would be fantastic. I'm not hoping for it. If Psyduck gets eliminated and knocked out, I can counter catch her, which is interesting. If I do damage and end Zoroark, Janine's Secret Technique. Okay, that's secret. Yeah, my win condition is Cornerstone. Because end Zoroark decks typically do not compact with the answers necessary to be the Cornerstone. Yeah. If I'm taking a look at like maybe Gdansk, what was in an end Zoroark deck, there was maybe like Clutch. I would say Clutch can be quite annoying, but we have ways to deal with that. Okay, here comes the Night Joker for what? For what is it? Scratch? That is quite peculiar. If I attack, I get knocked out. 100%. If they have boss, it's gonna be bad regardless as well. Yeah, what do we do? What do we do? Attachment here. This is so bad. Saving the penny, I guess. Maybe it can help to... I need Cornerstone. I don't want to do this, but I have no other way. Yeah, this is bad. I need Cornerstone 100%. Maybe like their one Reshiram is priced. What do they have? Iono, Penny. Maybe they have nothing. I want them to Iono, but they didn't. There's Penny, Super Rod, and Energy. That's nothing. Yeah, get rid of your Iono. And maybe we're in luck that they cannot find an End Reshiram. They can only see 3 cards. Drop the turn and 2 cards. They can technically not penny up an End Zoroark EX, so that's good. I wish this one got knocked out, then we can Cloud of Darkness this guy. It would have been better, right? But yeah, if they had found Boss, we would have been screwed regardless. Lily's Determination! I'm 100% screwed. 8 cards. That End Zoroark found the Lily's Determination. And now they can find an End Zoroark again. The only thing they need is a Nest Ball or an Artisan. It's still not over if we are able to find Precious Trolley, Arven, anything that can get Cornerstone on track. Okay, retreating into this guy. That means they're not planning to one-shot us. What are they gonna ends? What are they gonna copy that way? Hero's Cape? We do have Penny, so I hope like this guy is almost gonna get knocked out here because my entire field could get knocked out here. Night Joker for nothing. Yo, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Don't see that every day. Come on, draw power, Kangaskhan, anything. Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory. So terrible. I will get one hit KO'd 100%. I could penny and wait till this gives up 3 prizes though. It gives up 3 prizes. What to do? What is the best plan of action? Do we just penny this one up? But then we lose regardless? We lose as well? Have to go. E-switch is a nice way to get additional energy into play. So I think get this energy here and then maybe top deck what we need. Yeah, we can also penny this guy. So they don't knock that out. Yeah. Keep your hands from my Psyduck. Cloud of Darkness and Hope. Everything is damaged already, so... There's Boss, there's Thuro, there's Lily. No draw support for you. No draw support. They can still Palpat, I suppose. But yeah, everything is damaged so much. We still have Blood Moon as well, right? I think at one point, there needs to be a world I can still like... Precious Trolley, E-switch, attack with Blood Moon. I need something. I know they can have the Monkey Dory as well, which is really bad. Turo goes away. We're in a situation where we literally do not have anything to draw. All of these End Zoroarks are damaged. Could have also left them alone. But I didn't want them to find End Reshiram, so yeah. I kept up the train with the Claw of Darkness, but I really need Cornerstone. Having like one Cornerstone is not gonna cut it though, because they already come back with one Monkey Dory. And I do have access to a Monkey Dory myself. 30 damage. Did they still not find a supporter? I got rid of the draw supporters. That's hilarious. Where's the Reshiram? This is getting hilarious. No energy on their End Zoroark. This is hilarious. The Claw of Darkness was just so disruptive that all of their draw support is gone. And without draw support, End Zoroark is just drawing 4 cards. And if you don't find your Nest Balls or Artisans, you cannot copy paste Night Joker. We did. There's an air balloon. At least we will be able to like. They're gonna retreat and like give us something. Is it gonna be Monkey Dory? No, it's gonna be. We're gonna take a 2-prizer here, seemingly. That's awesome. With 2 prizes, we at least there's Fez. We will at least find Cornerstone, right? Boss's orders. Yo, I could knock this out, but if I knock that one out, it's even better. Yo, 220 damage output? Yeah, I'm gonna knock the Zoroark out with tons of damage. There's nothing else I could do. Claw of Darkness. I could have saved the Bossasaurus, but yeah. This is fun. Penny. Boss. Palpat. I know they can boss, but they're not gonna do that at this point. Palpat. Town Store can get themselves, like, if I get rid of like that means Turo is gone. All their supporters is gone. Yeah, they can boss if they want. They can totally boss. I have no issues with them bossing. We got 2 prizes. Arven is here and Mist Energy as well. Okay. With Palpat gone. Janine's Secret Art is gone. Iono is gone and Turo is gone. That's great. And now see, with them having a little bit less draw power, they only have Fez and Zoroark, but the one Zoroark that they're gonna use potentially could get... Nah, I cannot get Blood Boon. I don't play Crispin. If we had Crispin, we could just energy switch and do all that. Now the End's Reshiram is here. Finally. Will they overbench though? Will they slap down a Munkidori or something so they can use double Adrenabrain? They need to attach here though. I cannot believe we are still at this game. Arven could allow us to get Cornerstone, and there's not enough damage on their field to knock out Cornerstone with just the power of the Mungidoris. They can still poison themselves though, so that is an issue. Luckily we can E-switch, and the E-switch with Fighting Energy and Mist Energy is already fine as it is. That's already a great situation. And if everything is removed from my field, clutching will no longer work. So I am glad that I was able to slow the Zoroark down enough that even though we're bricking the Claw of Darkness, you see how powerful that attack is. Let's go. Yeah, they E-switch, so no Munkidori action as well. And they actually put an energy onto Patchurand as well. And a Zoroark, so no more clutch available. Locked out. Turo is gone. They still have Penny though. But yeah, they take 3 prizes here. That's a lot. That's a lot of prizes, might I add. Okay. Yeah, Countercatcher does absolutely nothing at this point. There's a Stretcher for more energies if I want to. Arven time. The Arven could allow me to get Turbo Energize. Is there still enough energies in the deck? Oh yeah, there's enough energies in the deck. So I can get Turbo Energize. And I can get more monkeys established, but they probably will boss those up, if I'm being honest. So I will just grab Cornerstone, or just... If I get an army of Cornerstone, that would be great. But I think one of them will be sufficient, right? I think I'll just take a Nazball. Playing it safe. I'll go for Nazball. Get myself Cornerstone. Now let's go. I will Turbo Energize. Yeah, the Mist Energy will probably not do anything at this point. Yeah. I don't know if they have anything else. I think I'll just put Mist Energy here. I will E-switch this here. And I will Turbo Energize onto myself. Let's go. Could have gotten like a second monkey out, but that could get clutched up, and I don't like that. So at this point, I'm feeling fine. I know they can Penny up and then use Yveltal. But they have already burned too many energies, right? There's 3 energies in play. They did use Super Rod, so yeah, they still have 3 energies left. And they also have Boss's Orders left. I know that because I saw it in hand. And Zoroark doesn't seem to be having that much HP left. They still need 3 prize cards though, and they only have 14 cards left in deck. No Palpats and 1 Iono in the discard pile. Can just stall it out. But they will be able to push up more damage onto their field because of the poison. So their win condition literally is to use Monkey Dory. Oh. Yeah, they're just knocking it out. Okay, cool. I don't know if they have an answer for the Cornerstone, but we will figure it out together. Yeah. That is a whole lot on their fields. They could probably Turo that. They can no longer poison and attack with it, but they're not gonna attack with it. If I attack here, I could counter catch, knock out Monkey. I have 4 copies of Boss in the deck. I only need a couple of prizes. Maybe I just wait. I don't want like all this damage. At one point I need to get rid of this damage. Yeah. I need to get rid of this damage. Technically they can Monkey Dory, Penny, Clutch. So Clutch with Adrenabrain is 50. And then I'm technically on the clock. So that's why I wanted to save this counter catcher. Could have also passed. They only have 11 cards left, so that would have taken them like forever. But 130 was already on their field, and I tried to like knock this out. The reason why I didn't do it is that they can, with suggesting chains or whatever it's called, they can poison themselves. What are they looking for? Okay, now I counter catcher this guy. Yeah, their Adrenabrain power is coming to town. I think going after these guys is probably better. 4 energies in play. 2 E-switches gone. Super Rod gone. You can also just counter catcher this guy. Take 2 prizes. And then maybe find some boss's orders to work with. Okay. Arven could allow me to get an Adrenabrain fella up. Arven Nestball. Bravery Charm. Yeah, sounds like a plan. So we Nestball. Monkey Dory. I still have Penny, so I don't mind this. Monkey Dory. Stretcher. Darkness Energy. Darkness Energy here. We put a Bravery Charm onto this guy. I could attack this guy. I put damage there. But I want prizes at this point. So I will actually counter catcher this guy. And I will not put damage on their field. So their Adrenabrain is like doing nothing. Just put it all on this one while we knock it out as well. So we have a 260 HP monstrosity. And even if they knock out Monkey Dory, there's not a lot they can do. 2 of these, maybe Boss's Orders appears. Yeah. Boss's Orders appears. And now we can boss Monkey. Not a lot of damage on their field. There's even a world where we find Blood Moon and an energy. And then we win the game as well. They only have 8 cards left in deck. And they need to have a world where they can damage the Cornerstone out of existence. Maybe they play Hoopa EX. That could be the case. We have 4 energies in play. It's not going to be enough. But it's very scary regardless. Yeah, if they play Hoopa EX, we're screwed. Buddy Puff. I don't even know if they have the answers, but typically these decks can play Hoopa, and that's what I was saying. Cornerstone is only as good as the format. If people are playing lots of counters for it, it's gonna be really, really bad. Ooh, Absol! We don't have the Mist Energy. This is still scary though. They did burn both of their energy switches already. So that is that. I have to like boss, right? Ooh, what to do? They get an Adrenaline, but it's not going to be doing too much. Interesting. Now that's a very scary Pokemon. Right now. Balls and Clutch also doesn't do anything. I'm going to Earthen Vessel. Get rid of these. Okay. What is the plan of action? If I boss, I get a damage back on myself, and then they can go for Claw of Darkness. So I think the best plan I could do here is just boss up Mungidori and wait for my next Pokegear boss to win later. I know they can go for a Claw of Darkness, but they would need... their E-switches are gone. And then they cannot... yeah, there's an Iono. That's perfect. Iono to 2. Can they do something in 3 turns? Or in 2 turns? I still have Penny as well, so I can buy myself a little bit of time. There's an energy on the Absol. There's... oh, counter gain! I should have not done that. I should have not done that. Okay. And because they can use Claw of Dark... oh, flip script. Iono and Claw of Darkness is gonna ruin my entire hand. Yo. Now that I did not see coming. The counter gain can completely switch this entire game here. Maybe I should have just bossed up a Mega Absol. Was not thinking about counter gain because most do these lists actually play counter gain. I'm gonna check real quick. I don't... yeah, most of them are not playing counter gain at all. So this is a very unique tech card that can help win them the game. Or also, there was it? What did they do? Penny? Interesting. We still keep Iono though. Yeah, not really because they clawed away. And they probably still have Bossasaurus for next turn. Ooh, insane. We need to like top deck. Yeah, the Iono is gone. I need to top deck Penny or Pokegear. Yeah, E-Switch could have also like burst out and got a KO here with the irritated outburst. Clutch. There's no way out. There is no way out. The Mega Absol got me. Insane. Yeah, 3 cards left. Like, I could try and like hope they don't have boss, but they will 100% will have boss. Yeah. There's no way. I could clutch. Retreat. Yeah, but I will get destroyed. I could have like put Patcherin in play as well, but they most likely have... there's still a world where like I can Blood Moon, I suppose. Blood Moon with Mungidori if they knock this one out, but they have boss here, so that was insane. The counter gain. Yeah, even the Patcherin could do it. Boss. Yeah, doesn't matter. Insane, insane. That was a very funky match because I had a very slow setup. The only way that I could still lose was something like this. The counter gain helping out the Zoroark deck. So that's also something you should be worried about. If I saw the Mega Absol, I did see it was in play, but both energy switches were burned. I did not expect them to actually get that counter gain. So that's a fantastic game as well. As you see, there are still Pokemon out there that can deal with Cornerstone. Incredible situation. Alright, that yeah, match against Zoroark was quite interesting as yeah, they did come back with an answer for the Cornerstone in the terms of a Mega Absol. So that is a way they can technically knock you out, double Mungidori and then use the terminal period. Note that you do have Mist Energy to protect yourself, but if people come back with answers, Cornerstone is not always all rainbow and sunshines. So let's figure out another archetype here. And maybe we'll have to play like with Kangaskhan. You can attack with Kangaskhan from time to time, so that could be cool. Okay, leading off with Latias. I think I'll lead off with it. It's nice to have free retreats and to determine where I Turbo Energize onto. So I do see Charizard sleeves, so let's figure out together what they are playing. And it's looking like... yeah, the cool thing is, I'm going to show you something. If you are up against the only... yeah, it's kind of funky here. Like you might think, oh, I'm up against prevent all damage. This is all damage, but the damage counter is an effect. So what we have to do here is typically just set up. I can like take these all down. Zerosic is an answer to all of this, but I think in this way I just get Mist Energy is a very fantastic card. So I actually want to be using it on this guy. And if I retreat here, I can then Turbo Energize onto Latias and then go for an E-switch next turn, right? Yeah. That's probably what I have to go for. I can Nest Ball here. What else do we come back with? There's Monkey Dory, which is actually kind of great. Definitely in a matchup like this. Yveltal could also work to trap some of these Pokemon. But if I take a look at it, yeah, it looks like all my Kangaskhan are surprised, so that makes things a little bit easy. But the funny fact is that Mist Energy will save this entire game plan. Slap down this. Go for an Iono and be done with it. We just try to get 2 Mist Energies onto Mega Absol, and then we win. We have the E-switch already here. Energy for the turn. They're probably not going to be doing anything else. I will just get 2 Darkness Energies onto my Mugidori. That means I can E-switch attachment and we're done. If Kangaskhan, not Kangaskhan, if Alakazam is not playing Enhanced Hammer, they can never win. Because with Mist Energy you prevent the damage counters being placed on you, because that's the effect of the Alakazam. We can also make sure that we can discard some of the key cards that can work. So what I would be doing, because they could have, I need to find my second Mist Energy AS. There's the Enhanced Hammer already. That is very, very, very scary. Yeah. Enhanced Hammer. Crazy. We need to find our second Mist Energy. Then we win the game. So back to the drawing board. Technically they can knock it out if they have 14 cards in hand. They can knock out Mega Absol. They wouldn't just, yeah, they just concede. They wouldn't even know what they were doing here. But if I had my second Mist Energy onto my Absol, yeah, they probably were not having the brightest day there. Okay, time for game number 4 with Mega Absol box. Alakazam, an easy matchup if you can find your Mist Energies. So in that world, Mist Energy was your win condition. If one of them was prized, it would have been very tricky, by the way, to win. Mist Energy is the only thing that can stop the attack of Alakazam. You might think, oh, Cornerstone walls this entire deck, but that's not the truth. Far from it. Okay, let's go second, as usual. Scout what the opponent is playing, and continue from there on out. So, leading off with a Mugidori. I'm not gonna start with Cornerstone. For all I know, it's like an archetype where this card does nothing. And also, this allows us to Turbo Energize on the Pokemon on the bench. Okay, the one, the only Gardevoir EX. Our hand is pretty weird. Because I can technically get everything out, but if I don't get an energy, that would be very bad. So the best plan of action is like get the entire squad out and then maybe find the energy that way. Or already get energy into play. I think I'll just Arven. Get the Trolley. Get the Turbo Energize. Let's go. Then with the Precious Trolley, I'll get myself Latias. I can also trap Munkidori, I suppose, with Yveltal, but probably not. Mega Kangaskhan here. Yveltal is great. Patron is not there, which is bad. Get this one. And Yveltal? Is that how we go? No, double Yveltal is not the way. Probably another Munkidori? Sure, let's go with that. Yeah. So the next plan of action, since I have Free Retreat, I will Free Retreat into the Kangaskhan Pokegear, get myself a penny, which is great, and now I need energies. 1 energy is sufficient. Yeah, that's all we need. Mist Energy here, which is great. I can no longer get confused by the Munkidori, by the way. But yeah, Turbo Energize is what we do against Gardevoir. Get Darkness Energies into play onto our Mega Absol. And then the following turn, we penny, Mist Energy, and attack. Can now get confused, which is awesome. But a Bravery Charm on the Mega Absol as well. Try to make it as tanky as possible. Could have got this on this guy already. But yeah, I want to get Ionoed here. My hand is very bad. Like, for real. Curlia, Ultra Ball. Are they gonna Mew? Is this a world where... Oh, Lily's Determination. Don't mind me. They're just gonna get another Curlia maybe and then go... Now, Mew EX is there. An easy 2-prize Pokemon. I know I have some Pokemon that also give up a ton of prize cards on my field, but if I'm taking a look at it, this looks great. If you can get the Mist Energy onto the Mega Absol, you can no longer get confused. And that helps a ton. If I find an energy, I can also boss Curlia. And I make sure they cannot get like Candy Gardevoir next turn. If I maybe get rid of a Gardevoir EX or a Night Stretcher or something like that, or Rare Candy. Hello, Monkey Dory. Are you gonna retreat? Or are you gonna attack? I wonder here. They can put 60. Oh, Secret Box! Yo! Does that mean Gardevoir is here? Maybe. No energies in the discard pile though. That's very awkward. Very awkward indeed. What could they do? Ultra Ball, Mystery Garden, Iono, TM Devo. Okay, TM Devo does nothing against us. Technical Machine Evolution. Ooh, if I find an energy. Ultra Ball, okay, they get rid of like a lot of cards. Gardevoir EX. Candy Guardy. This is fine. Interesting scenario. I think I'll just boss up the Guardy. Knock it out, take 2 prizes. If I find an energy. I know I'm still like weak to Mind Band. No psychic energies in their discard pile. What are they gonna do? Just Mind Banding? Okay. This is awesome. They have 2 cards in hand. Could go after the Mew EX. Fez. First of all, draw cards. That's awesome. There is the Darkness Energy. So Darkness Energy, I probably will get confused. But I have Penny and Switch to get ourselves out of the situation. So I'll put the Bravery Charm here. I will retreat. And what I love I can get rid of Mew EX. They have 0 energies in the discard pile. 0. So if I get rid of Mew, they're gonna brick. I can get rid of Gardevoir, but they have like Curlia. So let's get rid of this. Go for the Claw of Darkness, and then you can scout your opponent's hand. Let's take a look what they have. Iono, forget about it. So no longer Iono. That means we keep our hand, and they have Mystery Guard. If they draw an energy, they can maybe draw 3 cards. But their draw power is gone. I'm gonna get confused, which I don't mind. Then I can keep going for the Claw of Darkness. Like if they want to put... they had a Gardevoir EX in the first place, so they have Mystery Guard. That's all they have. And I'm also gonna discard that with the Claw of Darkness. So that's how good Mega Absol is up against Gardevoir. And now I know I'm confused. I don't mind. I will retreat. Here. I will draw more cards. And now I can penny up the Kangaskhan with, the Mist Energy, and then that's how this matchup goes. So how fantastic is that? So Mega Absol box, great against a lot of archetypes in the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in many ways to support the channel. Again, big shout out to Reklev coming up with something so fantastic. And this is the 60 on the screen right now. Try it out for yourself and have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. It's also in the description down below. See you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG content. Peace.